This is the Craig Charles Show, BBC Radio 6 Music. Homer calls. I'm joined by the Manchester band Picture Parlour. Guys, are you there?
We are here.
Who have I got?
Catherine from Picture Parlour.
And Ella.
Listen, we're celebrating Courtney Love.
The queen, the icon.
And we thought it would be fun to get you back on the show as Courtney shared some very public support for you as a band. Tell us about what happened.
Incredible. It was so bizarre. It was madness. Yeah. We were in the pub with a couple of friends who are also massive Paul fans. So it was the perfect place to be. But yeah, our phones both started blowing up and we were like, what's going on?
On the band account, we were like, this is quite early on, and we were like, why are we getting notifications on it? And then, we looked and we were like, we saw the name Courtney Love and we were like, oh, it must be like a fan page or something. And then we were like, hang on, it's got the blue tick, what's going on? And then we just got like this influx of followers and we were like, what is happening? And then we saw a post and we were like, this is bizarre. Like, why? How? Like, what's going on? Obviously, they just continued to drink pints and celebrate.
Yeah, we celebrated. We woke up the next day like, was that just a weird like night out where we've like, I don't know, conjured up some story? We could write a song about it maybe. Madness. Yeah.
I mean, she said we went to see the band's 6th ever show and got owned. I mean,
that was going on the CV. I owned Courtney Love temporarily for one night.
I mean, it's just mental, isn't it?
It's crazy, isn't it? Have you spoken to her since?
Not in real life.
We're still waiting for the in real life moment.
Yeah,
we've exchanged messages and stuff on Instagram, and she sent a note to us when we performed once, and
she was supposed to come, but obviously being the rock and roll star that she is, she was booked and busy, so she sent a really nice like note with some advice on it and stuff. So one day we'll meet, I hope, just to say thank you for everything she's done for us, really.
What were the words of advice?
I can't. That's a secret, Craig.
Oh, really?
No, it's not really. She was just like, keep going, just write. That's kind of what she was saying.
Yeah.
That is the number one, key ingredient is just write and be humble and
dig your heels
in and fight.
When did you first discover Courtney's music?
Both of us are the same. When we were kids, it was Live Through This. That record just kind of was the beginning, that's why it's so crazy that she was such an integral part of our
like
journey
full
now.
Circle moment.
It's like proper like serendipitous. But Live Through This, that record. And I love like lyrics and poetry and stuff. And that first verse of that record I remember being a teenager and it just hit me. So that was when I did. And I think you were the same.
Yeah, again, like when I was a kid watching the live performances of Hole and stuff, I just remember seeing it for the first time and being so in awe and inspired. And for the first time thinking like, oh, like women can take up this space in the industry.
Yeah, proper powerful.
And I'd never seen like a woman perform like that before, which weirdly enough is how I felt when I first saw you perform.
It's a loving.
Yeah. What? And, obviously like as many women in rock do, like she faced the backlash, but that's why it's so crazy now to have her like giving us words of wisdom and, giving us that advice when you do need that little reminder to, like I said before, dig your heels in and keep fighting for what you live in.
Why do you think there is a backlash against women in rock, would you say?
It's something that's not new. We've always been here, but it's something that maybe in the mainstream media is newer than blokes who front bands, and I just think it's as simple as that. People like what's familiar, and that's something about Courtney Love that struck me when I was growing up. Like she's this super powerful, she's a rock and roll star, but at the same time, the lyrics and even like the performance is like so emotionally vulnerable and delicate, and she doesn't compromise power with vulnerability. It's like you can actually have both at the same time, and she's an icon, isn't she?
Wow.
Yeah, I think like women are kind of questioned a lot more when like they take similar trajectories to what blokes doing bands, you know, who seem to get attention quite quickly or whatever. And there's always like more speculation and like, okay, what, why, like, what's behind this? Like, what connections do they have that they must have? And
yeah, it's not just like this is cool, this sounds good, this speaks to me, and so like accepted it.
Well, you know, we see our counterparts like, you know, taking very similar trajectories, and it's just almost like a seamless like entrance, like nobody's suspicious or questions, and then it's like, I think that's like one of the main kind of differences that we've noticed, at least.
I mean, since then, you've released 2 singles, you've got a debut album in the works, a tour coming in May.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to most?
Live shows. Again, we've had about a month of not really playing live, and we've been working on like, the record and stuff. Performance, like both of our favourite things to do. So
it's where we feel most at home, I think. I mean, like, since, you know, our first show as Picture Parlour back in, was it December 22? Like, we've just been gigging constantly, like non-stop, and then like when we kind of took that break for what was it, about a month, it was like, what now? Like, what now? We're not used to this. So yeah, we're just buzzing to get back on stage and get back touring.
Yeah, I mean, the singles have gone well. Norwegian Wood went well, Judgment Day. What can we expect from the next one?
Oh, the next one's ready to go, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Very excited to release this one.
It'll be soon, but it's a little bit different. It is a bit more rock and roll, isn't it? The other two are kind of like rock ballads. They're quite like, vulnerable, but this one's a lot more fun to perform. It's fun for me. I don't have to play guitar on this one, so I get to move about.
One that's been in the set for a while, so it's been amazing to kind of hear it all like come together like as a record, as a track. Yeah. So
we've got a bunch of shows in May. We're going on tour with The Kills. That's going to be sick.
And Latitude. You live in the dream, guys. You live in the dream.
It is. I know, it's mad. It's madness. But when you think, like, you know, we've both in Manchester spent years playing, you know, in different bands, and then to think that, like, finally this moment clicked where, like, we get to, like, play shows out of the UK. Like, what? It's mad. At one point, like, playing a show in London was just like, okay, that's a dream. Like, if we could get a gig in London, that's a dream. And it's happened, and like, we couldn't be happier.
Listen, good to talk to you. You sound like you're really enjoying it all.
Yeah, we definitely are.
This is Courtney Love Forever. Six Music.
Hey, I'm Paul Q. Coldery.
And I'm Sean Slade.
And we were the producers